Okay. AM. Ooh, it's so fucking cold, man. I've been up for about 1 hour, a little over 1 hour or so, but I've been literally um under these blankets. It's covers. Fact, please. It's cold. And I have some food I'm about to see about eating that I made. And, potatoes here. Whew, shit. Oh, what's some onions? Oh, man, it's like, I don't even know. It's not 40 degrees. It's not even 40 degrees. It's between 30 and 40 degrees right now. Maybe outside. I don't even fucking know, but what I know is that it's cold. So, get my body warm. What's this? These shells are. I make my own shells, my own bread. Ugh. I can't stand this. But see that. Put some potato on it. It comes apart. Oh shit! What? Man. Yeah. Wow. Terrible. Want some done? What really I had to do with myself? Right now, stop it. Some avocado. I'm gonna get a picture of it. Say, be a picture with real, like, more quality food shit. All right. What is that? Some beans or something that came up on it, so I gotta try to hold this properly. I'm saying it. Oh, it's cooking. And it's so good. Ooh. Oh. Oh, right. There it is. I had to move the phone back that way to see me more this way. Oh. Shit. I just ate that potato. It tastes so much better cooked, but well, the way that I want to eat it. Once I cooked it, it changed the structure of it, the potato, of anything. But I wonder, is it real food? Because some of my food used to taste differently. When I cook it, it was still like, it wasn't, I mean, it's okay. This wasn't too off. Ingredients matter. So I really didn't have to begin with. So, yeah. I always know someone really interested in me. Yeah, yes, 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 yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This flower. It's ooh, Thursday, November 6th, 2025. Whoa, so I'm about to just use it. See it. Oh, it sure is cold outside. Yeah, yeah. But I cooked this yesterday on Wednesday. These are some potatoes. Man, please. They're okay. I just know could be better. Potatoes. Okay. Yeah. Put this right here like that. Oh, wait. I'm pissing. Now, this lime barely even had any juice in it. Okay, there goes some. Squeezing and squeezing and squeezing. Trying to get some juice out here. Oh. Oh. I fried or sauteed or whatever. I cooked some onions too. I like the way they taste. Like that. Mm. All of this lime is like not much juice. Squeeze this out. Oh. Oh, my hands starting to feel some cold. Ooh. We got some lime ketchup. It's probably like this Hunt's ketchup and some potatoes, pinto beans, right, pinto beans, mashed pinto beans, uh, and the little flour tortillas. So the flour tortillas, lime, potatoes, onion, lime, potatoes, onions, pinto beans, and the shell. So the shell, the lime, the onions, the potatoes, the pinto beans, and the ketchup. It's that hard. Ugh. Shit. What? I don't have any avocado. I got some lettuce. Put this lettuce over there. Some leaves. And I'm about to drink an orange crush. Mm. Yeah, yeah. That looks good. Like, yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm so cold. I got some gloves on, but these ain't no gloves, but these are some fucking socks. Or some footies, like some slippers. Shit. Oh, please. It's so cold. My hands. I just gotta be careful. Oh, yeah. Gotta eat. I also have to be warm. Literally outside. Temperature between 30 and 40 degrees. It's supposed to get up to about 50 degrees today, and that is going to be great for me. And it's just like, shit. I want to find more sunlight in my life to be able to feel the beams and the rays of the heat and warmth, to be able to just take care of myself and do the things that I have to do for me. Oh. But I keep my body active. It's important. Oh, fuck, it's cold outside. And I know I've been outside where it was less than 0 degrees, like double digits, where my eyelashes were like icicles, where it was fucked up. And I even learned how to handle frostbite. Yeah, I still have my fucking hands. I dealt with it. I dealt with the change. I dealt with it all, and I made it through. I learned how to regain all different. Some of the touch, it was very sensitive in my hands. I had to change the way I was picking up things, putting them down. Yeah, I was taking some pictures too. But a lot of times, my phones do whatever. But I still have some pictures. But that was in February. I had got out of jail and I didn't have any real place to go of my own. But I was outside, and Kenosha Civil War Museum called the police on me. I was trying to get warm. I was talking to Kenosha Police Department out there below 0. It was like, I don't even know, like 11 or something. I don't even know. It got up to like -4 though, something like that, below 4. Below 0 or whatever, but it was really very much more even low than that, and I slept outside through that shit because I had my blow dryer get the heat kicking. Actually, I want to find a cordless blow dryer. I'm gonna get one, but yeah, I stood out there, and then I had to walk away, and I was walking and pulling my wagon. And my wagon was breaking down. Oh, it was a fucking mess. And then I tried to go. This is all the story. I tried to go to, and it just happened to be the story, please. But I tried to go to, I walked in city of Kenosha, right downtown, um, near their municipal buildings and their beaches and all that, didn't even have the sidewalk shoveled. Oh my goodness, a mess. And then I was walking in the street too. It's just trying to make it. Went to the municipal building, to the municipal building, in a public bathroom, lavatory, trying to get myself together. And as call it a restroom or bathroom, I call it lavatory. But that was a meaning. They shouldn't be coming in there. It was a police officer who came in there. That is so, man, I'm telling you, the motherfucker's a mess. But kicked the doors to the stalls. I'm like, what the fuck is this? But I was trying to warm my hand, but I had called to check on my money because I had just gotten out of jail. And I had to pick up a check. But I also wanted to pick up some bond money that I hadn't got returned from 2021 or 2020, from my 2021, around there. Then I learned that the city of Kenosha has more money of mine that they verify through the city treasurer that they have money of mine that is not the bond money, because she called back and said that the money I was talking about was different than the money she was talking about. So, and she verifies my name, but if I'd had an address, I couldn't get the money. Yeah, she was so awful to me. She was very unprofessional to me. Just very, very ugly on the phone about my money. Didn't want to tell me how much money it was. Apparently, it was it was enough money that the city administrator tried to get me arrested and sent a police officer to find me, and they told me that if I didn't leave out of their municipal building, out of the lavatory, that they're gonna take me right back to jail. I was out on bond. I don't know what the fucking charge would have been, but I would have been in some trouble because I had just gotten out of jail like that night before. I own a signature bond. But it's that serious where these people are stealing money, hiding large amounts of money. And it said if I don't claim the money, it goes right back to their city. So anybody could have given me money. It's my money. Inheritance, things that anybody could have given to me. I have so many people that I've known along the way in my dad's immediate family. My dad, other people, neighbors. I've had people who, looked at me in light as almost like a daughterly type of niece type of situation. It's things in the community. Kenosha owes me money. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody. I mean, it was a man who came up to me one time and said he wants to give me all that he has. I was like, I can't take all that you have. Like people literally leave people money randomly and don't tell them. And they give them money. And if they don't, like that's what I said, I've been pushed around so many times to so many addresses till they took everything, every little bit that I have kept. I know, like literally, they just kept taking it and taking it. Every little bit that I have been able to keep, they would take a car, they would take my truck, they would take the house, until I have nothing left, nothing but of what I have with me right now. And so, just a matter of me having an identification card and me showing up as me. Now whenever they want to harass me and do whatever they want to do, they know it's me, but they don't know it's me when I'm coming to get my money. So the woman at the treasury office said that it's my name. I told her my date of birth, all that stuff. And she's like, oh, Yeah, but what's the address? If you don't have the right address, then we're not going to give you the money. And then, um, also for my bond money, City of Kenosha don't want to return my bond money. Told me that they want me to sign an affidavit saying that I seen the notice in the newspaper to get my money, and I didn't. That's a trick about my other money. I'm not doing that. And if it's not a trick about my other money, why would I need to see in the newspaper about money that is my bond money that I already know that's already misappropriated from the City of Kenosha courthouse anyway? So they don't. It's just been a lot of stuff that I had to deal with. But I was trying to blow dry the blow dryer from my hands. And it was some woman who came in there that said she's administrator of the municipal building. And she tried to bring me some coffee and some water. But then after I made that phone call, I said, "Did you call?" And she said, "No, she didn't call." And I told her, file a complaint. Um, but this was after February 16th because I was arrested on February 15th. So it's like, there was a warrant put out on me for someone saying that it was a ticket. Someone said that I had they said I shitted, and that's what they called it. I shitted outside. And it was changed to a criminal case, which led to me being in jail for nearly 2 months. And then I got chapter 51 for that. It's a mess. But I had went to jail on a warrant that I was at Salem Lakes Public Library talking about hiding sentences. Seriously. And that Salem Lakes, Wisconsin is a Kenosha County, it's Kenosha County. And it's a neighborhood, it's like a city, but it's a county. I don't know, it's where people, somewhat town where somebody purchased. It's a Salem Lakes. They want me at their library, and I was there for days. So I was there using the library for what it was for. Public library, learning, reading, um, studying my sleep, just, doing the things that I could do at a public place, really. It's a library. Tons of things were there. But the conversations were different, actually. And the books seemed to be different. But they kept calling the police on me. And they kept calling places without my permission. Even if I told them not to call, they still were calling. And I said, they're using me to try to talk to other people, and I'm not having it. You're not going to, I'm not public property. I'm not property at all. And that's what people have to realize, but they do that. I was not sent there lingering so that you can use me as some kind of poster child for your development. But along the way, you mistreat me. I'm not built like that. You mistreat me, I tell you, ouch. That's just simple as it is. Oh, I'm tender headed. Oh yes I am. And I don't I don't care. And I don't give a fuck. I really don't. As I'm sitting on my hands, getting myself warm, I'm taking care of myself. And these are not even traumas. This is regular times and experiences that I go through when I'm just choosing to live my own life. People are dramatizing my life, and I'm literally just living day to day. And I have that much happening in my life where it's exciting, but others are looking at it as some kind of stage performance, and it's literally how I've always lived my life. Like this is who I am. And I don't have to have a personality. I don't even know if I read, and I read a little here and read a little there and other, and whatever. But um, humans evolved from a monkey, and that's what they said. Maybe not. A lot of people argue that, but so I don't have to be a human. I don't fucking have to be a human. Understand this clearly. And nobody can deport me. Where are you going to deport me to? And so stop sending me to jail on stupid shit where I am wealthy and I am rich and I have a lot of money. I don't know exactly how much yet, but I know that it is more than millions, because I know it's more than millions because of how I'm looking at how all these people are breaking the laws and doing all this stuff to me that they're trying to hold me to their laws, and they're breaking it. So, I'm like, oh, okay, well, since you all are coming at me, you're going to pay me. And, you're going to pay me civil liabilities. So you're the civil liabilities and you're going to pay me. You see what I'm saying? It's not about monetary compensation, because yeah, it can rain. It can rain. But the rainbows said it has a pot of gold. So I'm going to continue to shine. But the thing about it is, though, there's been attorneys who have stolen millions of dollars from me. It's terrible. Where people that didn't even die get legal money way more than what I got. And this man abused me and was being paid by the nursing home that was sued too in me. So he was appeared to be, and he won't talk to me. That's also like, why are you fighting me? You're supposed to be my attorney. This shit don't even, it's not even. So now I'm questioning. And so I have this lingering in my life. And so I'm aware. Of course, I represent myself, but then they also force their attorneys on me, court appointed attorneys and all this shit. Because they fight and they're dishonest. And people see it. Or others see it. Individuals see it. Beings see it. But you cannot sit out here and advertise and someone says, well, just put your name in the system. You're desperate for help because something terrible has happened. And sometimes you're in a state of shock or anything, and you need to be able to say, no, I'm not letting this slide. I'm going to walk this out. And these people like stalk the internet and put out these ads and say, just sign up your name on here, say what happened, and then if you have a case, a qualified, skilled attorney will return your call. And they either work for the companies, whether it be the places of business, the insurances, or they go and they do it. They have these people, not all of them, I'm talking about just these people. And they give a personal injury. They don't defend a personal injury. They literally impose one. They give one. They force one. But they get the money and force to settle and do all this and drag the case out for years and years and years and years and years and impose a lot of fights. I had court cases that were open and just unusual things that were happening. And these systems with social services, I said, damn, I wonder did they all share, but I don't give a fuck because you can all pay back with interest. While they're just banking on me. See, It ain't no friend. You don't have a friend in me. And that's what you have to realize. There are people who literally are, and I read this and I know it because I see some of it at times. I've seen it before, previously, prior. They have been taught to teach people that they're going to get their payments after death. Everything that they want will be provided to them after death. So people are literally in a race to the grave. They're not caring how they're treating other people. They're not caring how they're doing things, and it's awful, especially when they get to write it off and time gets to pass and they're so busy and they have so much fun. They could be building their dream house, literally, to just be there and say that they're sick at it. And they could be on drugs and healing through their situation, and all the little statute of limitations comes. Fuck that. And they get an excuse for their actions. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis, and I'm not accepting that. If an attorney stole millions of dollars from me, I want my money. How's somebody supposed to be my attorney and stole literally millions of dollars from me and didn't even give me my money? He only gave me a little bit of my dad's. He forced me to sign a power of attorney for myself. He said he had to sign a power of attorney. So he tricked me into a power of attorney. So I don't know what the fuck he's doing. He said he won't send me the paperwork. He's literally fighting me. And so I have that awareness about my life. And I look at how these people study not improvement, but damn near like they probably want to call it demolition. It's not destruction either, or deconstruction. It's probably, and I don't like the word construction all that much either from the definitions that I've Googled. See, when I get to a point and I know familiar words or whatever, and I have to be careful not to mix up familiar with similar. It's unattractive to me when people are in something and they're supposed to have an education and they don't know about really what they're doing. And if they know what they're doing, they're studying it so that they can use it as a weapon. And I never intended any of it to be a weapon. But I also told all those places to take care of my dad where he had to go to them places. My dad didn't never have to go there. Those doctors sent him there. And I could have said no, but you know what they were doing? Trying to threaten me. They wanted him to go. He had to go. It's like he does not have to go, but they were abusing me, stealing my authority that my dad placed upon me and my riches and my wealth and my power. He gave me the power of attorney over some things if had be. He could still talk. He was, and he had his struggles or whatever, but it got worse because these people were inconsiderate, having cords all over the place. And I'm sure they were not even really feeding him properly. And to make it all the worse, these people have been neglectful in their employment practices. I mean, it's just it's a matter of just a significant amount of trouble. But I try to reason, I try to rationale, and I try to make sure that these people understand um, the significance of where I'm at and what I'm about. And it's a challenge. And so I know that I have money coming, and I know that I have all these things that are involved in my life, and I can go on and on about it, but these people are fighting me. And what is troublesome? It's like, why are you guys fighting me? And all I am is literally a young Jasmine Renee Davis learning about business, learning about my life, reputation, the things that perhaps could be colonialism or, you know, territorial things, property, asset, structure, wealth. And you guys are dividing me, constantly breaking me down, being horrible to me. It's unprofessional. These people know that I was born in Kenosha, Wisconsin. It's no secret. I have had a very active family to the point where they had no choice but to know, because whether it was any community situation, my dad had motorcycle clubs. He had, oh my goodness, he worked at American Motors. He did fashion shows. He had softball championship softball teams, black, full black, co-ed. You know what I'm saying? Full motherfucking black in Kenosha for years. I mean, he's involved in different things as far as, I would say, a very extreme mild politics. Um, just all kinds of things. But one thing he did was own his own house, and they knew that, because that is a great accomplishment, and that will definitely spin off some alarms. He did not owe anybody on his house. He did not owe anybody on his cars or trucks or any of his property. And so they know. And so for them to treat me as if I'm a domestic terrorist or something like that, it shows me that I should be fucking fighting them. So I have all these problems that heighten my senses, of course, and I know that. But the thing is, it does not belong to them. I'm supposed to grow. I'm supposed to build my body. I'm supposed to have estrogen, testosterone, whatever the fuck people want to call it, right? But no, it's not that. My body is supposed to grow. My skin is going to have to thicken, and I should be able to grow hair on my body. And that's how I be able to make it out here and travel through the different elements. And people say, well, you have to have the right clothes. Yeah, now they have created things that they can take. I've went to jail so more than 12 times. Way more than 12 times. Maybe when you say I went to jail lots of times. Okay? In the double digits. And they completely strip me of all my clothes. They illegally tell me to take off my clothes and get naked. That is a violation of anyone's body, anyone's rights. And they do it. And they don't care. That's litigation. That's a lawsuit. Who could put a number on it? And they have to put a number. People get insured for their arms, their legs. They play. I mean, these are models, just plain models who say, if you put a scratch on me, I'm suing you for $1 million. But it's because of the education, heightened sense. It's the education. To know how to get it, to know the words. It's vocabulary. And to try to structure a decrease in my vocabulary and my awareness and education and my faculties, and try to give me a staff. These people don't work for me. They literally are trying to send mental health people and all kinds of people my way to silence me, because I have told them that they have declared themselves as an enemy, because they have continually come up to me, forcing me, trespassing, imposing, discriminating on me for matters that they know good and well are not crimes. And they are trying to create what looks like, and whether they know it or not, I don't give a fuck. They have leadership. They need to start reading. Why would you get a job and you don't know shit about it? Okay, especially where you're carrying around guns and stuff. This is not a motherfucking job where you just go and serve out some motherfucking French fries. Okay, because food is really serious too. See, I got it happening with me. I'm not here to play around. I'm so serious. And I believe people say, oh, if you get frostbite, they cut your hands off. No, the fuck it's not. I didn't run to them. They're dumb asses to take care of me, because they don't fucking know. They want to hurry along and get a fucking paycheck, and also prevent me from touching and growing and doing the things that I want to do for my own life. So I'm aware that these people, they raid my body. They're never supposed to know how many breasts I have. If I have breasts, if I have something extending out of between my legs or in my legs. They should not know if I have hair. They should not know anything about me. And they do. And they do x-rays on me. And it's intrusive for them to demystify me constantly. And they arrest me and evaluate me. And I say, I don't want your public aid. I don't want your health insurance. I literally don't have a doctor. I don't have anything. And they want to force me to have an attorney. That is unfair. They want to keep a hold on me, and they can get the fuck lost. Because I don't have to have any of that. It's a conflict of interest, and it's going to forever keep me attached to them. And I'm out here in the cold on my own. And to make matters worse, they have to hassle me and harass me and threaten me with fake ass citations. Yes, I'm coming out. Yeah, of course. And yes, I make it known. But I want to be able to walk in all my... I see it. I don't want to be walking like I'm, you know what I'm saying, got something chasing me like I'm guilty. Hell no, I'm not doing that. And I don't have what they say I have. I'm not what they say I am. But I don't have to be a fucking human. I don't have to have them to try to erase who I am and try to see how many hearts I have, if I have hearts. They literally watch my growth in my body illegally and call me a fucking criminal, because they are on some weak shit. I don't do drugs. I work through my problems, and I'm learning. I learn. Like I said, I'm about to urinate here in a little bit, and I'm going to drink an Orange Crush that has dyes and all kinds of stuff. And I know exactly what the fuck I'm doing in my life. There's a bunch of stupid questions. There's a bunch of dumb shit. I don't like people acting like just because they knew something about me before. Listen, you don't know me now. So I'm not obligated to talk to you. I don't have to give you anything. Say what you're going to say right here. What is it? I'm not fake kicking it. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not. And I learned about that word fake kicking it. I learned that from somebody, 19, 20 years younger than me. That was sport. I don't want to say younger because I might be younger than them, but a different age. And I say, you know what? I gotta make sure you know. I gotta give it to you. That shit makes fucking sense. Fake kicking it. It's a plain ass thing. Fake kicking it. Fake friends. All this best. I used to fucking sit here and glorify these people in my life. I used to give them elaborate titles and show them my appreciation because I valued my own life. Because I wanted something and I wanted to build something that I've always seen. Big families, big structures, all these things. This was my significance in seeing how valuable and how influential and how solid my dad had been and how solid my mom had been. So it appeared to me this is quite natural. And these people are dissecting me, literally. As I learn science on my own, as I learn these things, and for me to even have the nerve to have some inspiration cannot ever be. But I have some. I live my life and I do the things that I have to do for myself. This bro, this sis, this best friend, this goddaughter, this godson type of shit. I meant that. I lived that, but it was not done right. And, was no paperwork, was no documentation. I shouldn't have to go to other people and have them in my business. I don't need a police officer to come and iron out my household issues. And many people use them. And that's why they find that they're a member of the fucking family. And I promise you, those city police officers are not. They are hired through a commission. And they work for the public for specific reasons. And quite honestly, their assignments are bigger than what I know. And they don't have to be bigger than what I know, but they are way bigger because I don't care. That's not my stuff. They have some serious shit that they deal with every day. I am never going to discount any police, not a private investigator, not anybody. Because that's not what I am about. And that ain't what I do. But I have intelligence of my own and I want to learn the law and I want to learn about myself. And one thing I care about is my condition. My body being stronger. I used to be outside for hours at a time on my toboggans where some white people stole them from whoever. Let some white people in my house because, can't forsake thee of those who allow a white person to go to jail and be homeless during the winter and her children be taken and she goes to prison. Only a dumb motherfucker in Jasmine Renee Davis back then, okay, in like 2015 or whatever, 16, would, allow some bullshit like that. Only me, the mother of all. No, I don't get down like that anymore. I don't get down like that. But instead I have to put on a show for everyone and then I lose all my stuff. And then these same people, they do more than, and they don't bite the hand that feeds them. What they do is what they do. It is what it is. Right? But I used to be outside my mom and my dad or my mom or my dad and a whole bunch of other people from wherever. Shit. Every scene, Kenosha, we would go and we would play around and we would go to where they have bicycles, Washington Bowl, and we would sled and there was other places and I would be outside and I would literally fucking play. Real, like, just, and I was not playing, I guess. I was just literally living my life. But I had baby dolls and baby doll strollers and all kinds of shit. Yes, it did. And it sustained me to the point where it did. I had no worries. I had no troubles. I had no fears. And I never got frostbitten. I never. And then all of a sudden, I look at a lot of stuff. It's bleaching it. It's tearing and ripping skin off. It's thinning the skin the fuck out. And the skin shows. If it were not for, please, the regeneration of the body, people would be fucking bones out here. I promise. And I know this. It's proven that the body heals itself. And people try to tell me that I cannot heal and that they force a name on me and nobody ever came back from it. When you decide that you want to kill somebody and you got your mind made up, you make your bed and you lie in it. That's what you do. Because I know change. And when somebody tells me that I can't get any better, it's for reasons. They try to drug me and continue to what's the word? Fuck. Hypnotize me. I promise you, this some real shit. And they keep me involved. They would try to keep me involved in their lives. And sometimes people go to those places where they talk to people, but they have been prescribed the drugs. And they round them up and round them up and round them up and round them up, and they focus on nothing but havoc and irrational. And this can be one of the most beautiful fucking beings ever. They don't talk about, oh, look at how pretty your teeth are. Look at your hair. It is so luxurious and thick. It is shining. Oh my goodness. Like literally you are out here confident in your ways. You are literally out here confident in your ways, in all your ways. You are doing your thing. See, there's a difference. And I don't even want to say a difference because I don't want to collaborate or be an opposite of anyone, because that's also too much of the fucking same. Now, I'm not stupid. And they'll get it however they can because they like the fucking party. They just want to fucking be there. You ain't gonna tell a motherfucker once they there how to feel. It's getting in the door. They don't even fucking sometimes need the fucking key. They don't give a fuck because they got an agenda. Fuck you. I get it how I live. But I have plans. And so I am not the same as them or you or anybody. I have changes in my own life every day of my own life. And when someone is unlawfully prescribing drugs to someone that are not in the condition that those drugs acquire or require, and yet and still, instead of giving those people a superpower, they take the breath that they are breathing out of their body while they're still breathing. Literally.
It's amazing that they falsified their records so severely. That's the only way that they can have their operations. That's the only way that they can prescribe their debilitating key factors. Their episodes of intrusion and heightened senses. It is amazing. It is amazing that they literally tell me, they have told me, I gotta say that you're sick. I gotta say, otherwise I won't get paid. I said, this is not who I am. They said, but you have to say a diagnosis. You have to say it now. And I have been bullied. Literally. And it did startle me. Because I was already going through shit. And these people, with the stroke of a pen, can literally commit homicide on my life. They can't. I don't give them fucking permission. But I'm going to rephrase that. I'm going to change what I said. They have the potential and at times the license that can be revoked, that can be the fuck taken from you and them or them, whoever. Coming from a person who couldn't even get a certified nursing assistant because they said I put the bedpan on backwards. I got a 3.0 because of that. You know what I'm saying? So whatever. And then calling to the state of Wisconsin and they tell me, you better not say anything. You just leave this alone. When I complained. So I was unsuspecting. And I was also in a childlike state. Please now. And so when these people are gathering misinformation just for them, and they're literally giving clinical deaths, that is heightened senses for someone who is aware that they are not dying, but on paper it looks like they are dying, and they are treating people as if they're dying and they are not dead. And these people are out here charging a fee to give out clinical deaths as if I don't know what is happening. They say, oh, this is going to help you. You don't sit up there and tell somebody that their body is deteriorating just so that you can carry on your way, so that you can pay your bills to make it. That's the real public aid. And I'm not in that. I cannot be a part of a government and a government spending, and whilst a government shut down and you all got your walking papers and you are trying to keep a clinical death. Please now. People are legally blind and can still see. Wake up here. This is a choice and this is a challenge, and it means something to me. Where these people could never, they're giving out medications that are not for weight loss. Oh, check it the fuck out. And they're for a whole different problem that someone is having. And that can come from a severe circumstance where someone literally had a plane crash or anything, and they have to keep their body active, and they're not dead. I'm sorry. But there's no difference in having someone that's going to be there with you, holding your hand, helping you to massage your body, move your body, make sure you have your fluids, be there, and who can have a washer and dryer these days? Who can afford all the fucking $7, $8, $10 to just to wash a load of clothes and $3 to dry it? $10 for a load of clothes to wash a load of clothes. See, I see the bigger picture, but I don't have to agree with it. But I also don't have to sit up here and be stuck on stupid. These people literally have people around here, and they are performing surgery instead of performing miracles. They are literally telling people that this is all I can do. This is what your insurance is saying. And I literally have the information where I was told that the hospitals and the doctors and those clinics are the ones who tell the insurance what they're going to accept and what they're not accepting. So they blame it on each other. And those doctors are diagnosing people with stuff that they told the insurance not to accept. And then they do not help them, or they give them surgery, or they're doing stuff. They're taking their teeth. They're taking anything that they want. They're purposely diagnosing people with things that they do not even want to even cure. They don't even have healing in the equation. Literally, they don't. They don't have holistic, and they don't have natural. And practicing medicine is not medication. It does contribute to food. And how are you giving $199.18 perhaps to one person per month, and that's not enough, and then saying you're going to give even less, and then you can pay for drugs that are like, some people are on 4 and 5 drugs just so they can say this is going to stabilize you. It knocks you down. Literally, somebody is taking something right now where they wake up as themselves. They take one pill, it knocks them out. They get right back up. They take one pill, it knocks them out. They take another pill, they get up. They take another pill, they get knocked the fuck down again. Then they take another pill and it shakes things up and their heartbeat changes, and then they get up again and they knock them down. Like literally, and they say that they need like 5 and 6 fucking pills just so that they can fucking stand. And then they have to take another one because they have an upset stomach so that they can eat. It's tremendous. And they spend like $1,000. They're talking about, oh, well, there's a group of people, a race of people that are all living in the same house, and they get $5,000 each on food stamps, and they use it, and they purchase a store. This is what I heard somebody say yesterday. And they purchased a store, and I heard them say it on my phone, like on social media. But this is what they said. But I can say, okay, first of all, people can be in the same household and not eat together. They do not. So what? So you can take a shelter away where you got 30 and 40 beds and 1 or 2 fucking bathrooms. So you're challenging people to be with strangers and abusing them because they have to hold their bowels, so you're making them sick. They're you know what I'm saying? Like they can't use the bath. So then, what you say? Oh, that person peed on themselves, and all this different stuff. But then you want to talk about a household of someone else from a different nationality or whatever that are knowing the rules, and they go to the agency and say, no, you're not going to give me my money in drugs. I don't need your drug money. Shit, I can make my own drugs. Come on, somebody. They're like, give me my $5,000 and my food money. I want to buy food. And they say, and then they build, and some people come and they live in the same house and they barely know each other. They just happen to meet and they say, hey, everybody can get this $1,000 house, rent even an apartment and be out here. People do whatever they want. If somebody rents you, if it's 5 of y'all or 10 of y'all, whatever, and you in a 2-bedroom, it is what it is. However you choose to live your life, you can do that. It's only when you get these people to say a brother and sister cannot sleep in the same bedroom. Oh, really? I don't need your services because my son and daughter, if I ever have one, you know what I'm saying, but can sleep in the same bedroom. See, that doesn't make sense to me. It's an attack on humanity where they already know that it's a struggle. So then they say, you have to have a 3-bedroom house because your children can't even sleep in a room with you. So why would I want to go and be involved with people that are doing all these things that I'm named through their same system and their same government? It's a heightened sense, straight up. And then who can afford now to pay on this situation and then have to answer to them and be stressed out? 3 bedrooms at $2,000 per month just so that they can have someone else to pay their bills, that tell them that they can't have a man come over or company come to their house for more than 7 days out of a year. What the fuck is this shit? What is it? What is your model and what are you trying to prove? You're trying to teach people a system that is failing, that you know nothing about, literally. That only reason if you do it and you did do it is because it's your job. You have proven you don't actually live like that. So how do you get a badge? How do you get any merit? Because you're doing your job. But guess what you get? A fucking paycheck. You get money. You get to live your own life. I'm not about to be out here and let these people control me and tell me what I can and cannot do with my life because I have sense enough to grow. I know that my body is growing. I know the realistic things. And I am not going to subscribe to these people's systems. Their soap is stripping skin. It's so, and why is it so much bleach in your fake breads and your bleach all over the place? Because you have a system and people are buying into it and you want people to look like you. You are competing with other nations and countries to say you have something, but you cannot sit there and tarnish and kill and destroy and be genocide and create Holocaust for 100 years here and try to wipe everything out. And then you notice it did not work. And then you say, gonna try it. And eventually one of these babies are gonna rise up and be the one, only the one motherfucker here. And you don't care because it's come from your loins, from your fruits of your fucking labors, from your nutsack. Please. I know who I am. And I know it's not over for me. But I know I got sense enough to sit the fuck down and warm up my hands when I have to warm up my hands. And that food will be there. That soda will be there. But I'm right here. I'm all up in me. And I don't have to believe it because I sit out here and I literally crush. I defeat the odds. When someone tries to turn me against myself, I tell them, ain't no motherfucking way. There is no failure. I don't have any failure in me. But I can call the roll. Because I can call the roll. And that's a problem. When somebody looking, they have stole my family tree, when they have stole my daddy's phone books and his birthday books and all that stuff, and they figure out who they want to pretend to be today. Now, oh yeah, that's heightened senses. Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. So, I know what I want to do for my life. And I cannot allow those people to take away from me, knowing good and well that, you know what you're doing just ain't for me. So why are you forcing me? You know, it's people who sit there, and when I was out there just having a great time and all that, and people might look at me. I was never out there speaking like I wanted to die. I was showing life. I might have played gospel songs or whatever like that, but I'm not in that. I don't do that. Like, I might listen to some stuff or whatever just because it's in my studies, because it's curriculum. I want to say, I don't want to say it's itinerary, but it's not academics because it's not an assignment. But what it is a workload. And sometimes I like hearing those things for a specific reason so that I can get it out of my system. And I mean that. And sometimes I also now see I got more than one way to look at it. So I don't have to have a one-track mind because they're not programming me. Sometimes I just look because of who it is. There is no prejudice there. And I want to hear what they're coming from. I want to hear the instrumental. I want to hear the sound. I want to hear the voice. I want some things I want a sound. I want some sonic, something to come from somewhere near or fucking far. But it doesn't matter if I look over all of the things in my life. There's nothing that those people could have ever did. How they have hunted me. And how they still are trying to prey on me. And do the things that they are doing. And I'm literally out here taking care of myself. Knowing that I have sense enough to get the fuck up and put something on my hands so that I don't try to see if I can and overcome. I've already been there. I know how to handle it now, and it was what it was. Literally, it was through weeks' time. I literally was there. And I was at the Rexplex, and I was literally trying because they kicked me out of the bathroom at the municipal court in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Because I have found out that they have some money of mine that they won't release. And just how many cases. And if they know, I talk about it. And they give it right back. And it's untraceable, unrecognizable now after so long. But they have paperwork. And so when I call them and I try to give my paperwork, they send me through all kinds of trouble now. And they phase me out. But they can't. And that's why they tell me, don't send emails. Send it in the postal mail. Heightened senses, man. I said, I don't have to be anything. I don't have to be a man. I know where I come from. Someone may have wanted to be a fucking dolphin. And sometimes if you tell it to too many people, you might not make it. So to be saved, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. To be saved, to be safe, people say the generic thing of I'm like everybody else. No, I'm fucking not. And I'm happy that I'm not. I don't have to be. Like, literally. I don't know how much someone wants to hear from me or what you believe, how I'm going to talk to you. I don't fucking know. But I don't have to be safe. For fucking what? I seen this designer. They have some glasses out right now. And they call them cat eyes. And it looked like a jaguar was right there. And I was looking. I said, damn. I said, this is what's up. I said, okay, so when some you know what I'm saying, they out here, See, some people got those other cat eyeglasses, but these ones shaped just, you know what I'm saying, it's supposed to, I said, but it ain't, nah, it ain't that though. It ain't that. Cause they fucked up. They didn't get the right picture. They didn't get a good picture of it. Or they didn't, make the model, like they didn't build it. And they, it's a prototype, but it's going to evolve. But, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't perfect cause it ain't that though, too. So what I can say is I'm Jasmine Renee Davis, and I'm one of my own kind. I'm one of one kind. I'm one of a kind, one of my own kind. I don't know how to fucking say it all the time. Just one. And no, the mold is not broken. I am not broken. I have to come through this motherfucker some kind of way and some kind of how. But I'm gonna say something. Where's my twin? Where's my triplet? Where is my quadruple? No. I'm substantial and standing on my own 2 feet on my own right now here today. Just only me. I speak life. I am life. And I have never tried to bring anyone to an afterlife with me. And I believed some things before, but I don't anymore because I turn the page. And once upon a time, and happily ever after, when you change these things and you know what I'm saying, be deceptive in your words, it is what it is. Because somebody might want to tell you, okay, this is a alphabet for now because this is what your vocal cords can only explain. This is me talk. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. Nobody told me this. This is me. This is new information. This is something I ain't learned. Y'all know that because I ain't do well in motherfucking school. Always got kicked out. Never passed. Failed. But I'm saying the vocal cords can only reach so much, so it's only going to allow a specific A, not an ah, or a different language of things. I don't want to be typical. I don't want to keep living as if I cannot advance and grow my body. I don't want these people to constantly decrease my awareness and my body so that I can never have fluency. That I cannot articulate and have a proper vocabulary so that I can pronunciate my words accordingly so that I can speak to anything that I want to speak. If I want to rain dance, if I want to bring the sun down and transmit it into energy, I can bring light to my own life. I hear me. And I'm not about to let them people keep trying to treat me like a child. And they have no nursery rhyme for me. And not only that, they don't do it. They don't have the structure, and they are abusive. They are staying in a childlike mind themselves. So they excuse themselves to say they have it. Their body has grown, but intellectually they have structure. So they excuse themselves from advancing way beyond to the point where I have a bigger veins in my throat. So I'm going to talk differently. I'm going to walk differently. I'm going to age differently. My hair is going to be a different course through the cycles of my life. And so I cannot excuse anybody for what they're doing. And I'm not going to punish anybody. But I'm going to tell you, I am not in your group. I am not in their clique. Please. I'm not a child of God. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them believe that, and they keep their blood vessels very teeny tiny, and they're literally no longer even crawling. These people are slithering. grasping like nails on a chalkboard. And some of them are not. You know why? Because they have the strategic covering. They have beautiful things, and they have all of the best milks and honeys and all these things, and they have manna in the mornings, and they have the sustainability and the activity that they have because they're probably not faking the funk. And guess what? I'm here to explain this and to describe it. Those people don't have to die, I suppose. Those are the ones who, in their books, if you look clearly and you decide, some of those people live for hundreds and 900s and other hundreds of years until they were fucking killed. They slipped up along the way. But why is it that they are talking about people are having to die at 70? So you're prematuring people and you're still around doing your thing. Meanwhile, you have convinced people that their gray hair and their fragile bones and their muscles and all this stuff is just because that's what they're naturally supposed to do. No. No good thing fades. I'm sorry to tell you that. I am so sorry to tell you that. Believe it when I tell you. Because they even have chemicals and solutions to protect the color so that it will not fade. And some people bleach things and they do things and they do all of these different things to take away the vitality of something that actually exists. The stars don't even shine out here. There's places where the stars won't shine. I don't want to go out and buy a house and do all this stuff in a place where I look up and I don't see it. And I know what I'm talking about. I know this comes from me. I want some stars in the sky so that I can be able to charge and recharge and all this. So I don't have to fucking sit up here and wonder if I can have my strength. I don't care if somebody else says it's stupid. This is what I believe in. So fuck it. If I'm gonna be tricked, it ain't tricking if you got it. Matter of fact. So what I'm saying is, and I can't stand when these people are professionals and they throw these catchphrases and shit like that. But I'm saying it's not like I'm wasting my money. I know that I don't have to invest my shit to give it into me, to give it away. I want to give my motherfucking money. No strings attached. You know why? Because I know that it comes from something. I speak life. I don't care. I don't need to perform a method of trickery. And if I want to antagonize someone, I can. Believe that. I can do whatever the fuck I want and I don't have to engage. So you can fucking go on about your business with that shit while I'm there. But no. I can be out here and I'm just saying, like, these people are literally sending everyone to a state of poverty while it's wide open stars that they cannot even go to. But then they put it in a building because you have to have amusement, enthusiasm. But they get to control it when the doors are during the day. It fucks people's senses up. There's a biological clock where there's all these different calendars. Why? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's, I don't know. I just don't know. But all I can say is that I know something and I'm doing something. I'm living my life. I'm doing the things that I want to do for myself. And I have to deny some things I don't have to agree with some things, but some things I just can see that, you know what? I'm not hating. I don't have to. I can appreciate and enjoy and just be the things that I want for myself. I find times where I say, you know what? I I want to change my word. Why do I have to talk to people just to tell them all this stuff so that they can understand how deep it is? So all I can do is just explain a little further and do what I have to do for my life and understand this for myself. I'm doing something. I don't have any fucking time to die. I don't. I want to take care of myself or whatever. You don't send no raggedy ass bitches over here advertising how single they are to motherfucking check on me. Them bitches ain't where the fuck it's at. It's gonna piss me off. I don't need that. I got my own shit. The fuck can they do for me that I can't do for myself? And then they insult me. So that's an attack. I'm not fucking playing. This should be so motherfucking something on my goddamn throat. But I have to go through this. I have to be who I am for myself. I want to grow my body so I don't have a stutter, so I don't have a confidence. And I don't care how many people are faking or whatever. I'm going to have confidence and I'm going to still be myself. And when my ass shake, when I walk, don't you worry. Because I got this. And I got it honest. I need my body. I'm not a child at heart. I cannot stay that way. I have to grow. I had nieces and I would babysit them, and I heard the little babiness in their voice, how they would talk. It was so small. And I remember taking them to the carnival. And it was this guy who was in the he was in the military, and I was kicking it with him. And I heard their voices, and they were just trying. It's like blowing bubbles. It's like gargling. This is not my strongest voice, and there's people telling me that they're going to take me to jail. They don't want me to grow. And it's not fair. These people literally, and I say they're fucking out of it. They have no sense. These motherfuckers are gone. They have literally checked the fuck out. They walk up to me with guns. They call themselves police officers. And they jail people. And they try to feast on my existence. And they cannot. But it's okay, because so many people sit up there and they allow these garnishments and this public aid bullshit, and they sit up there and they're attacking everyone, and they're literally crying out for people to stay in bondage so that they would never have to feel what they are representing of what they have to fucking feel. Ooh. Straight up. And then they tell me that if I talk like this, then they gonna lock me up, and they say something must be wrong with me. They literally would kill someone in their face. You know, they try to give me medications to literally shut me down. And here I am living my life. Living my life. Doing my own thing. Don't tell me how to raise my children. That's when you gonna fuck up at, because you just committed a crime, because now you gonna tell me I can't defend my. If I want to have a bunch of motherfucking babies to whoop your ass, bitch, I can. If I have them to bond them the fuck out, bitch, believe me, I can. I promise you, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, the fuck I can. But I don't want you in my motherfucking life at all. So this don't have a motherfucking thing to do with you. But you better know. You better tell them bitches to take you back to the motherfucking drawing board. Because you don't motherfucking know. They were just talking about this. I've been already knew this shit. I'm trying to be professional out in this motherfucker. And I don't want to disappoint. There are some people that are so fucking perfect, and I try. I know what it is, and I know how to talk, and I know when to say it. But I try to motherfucking find I'm not fucking bullshitting. The prettiest of ways to show that I can get a job and talk to people, or if I can work a career, or if I can do business, or if I can talk to somebody. I'm not bullshitting. I'm going to show that I can be capable, but I can tell you what, I'm not going to fucking pretend. Ain't nobody about to be scared of you motherfuckers out here. No, I don't care. You want to sit there and scare me to say, so that you won't hurry up and try to fast kill somebody, because you're the one that's scared that you're going to get busted for doing it fast. Instead, you try to do it motherfucking slow. They try to do it slow. So they want me to believe that I'm going to be in trouble when they want to, because they're going to try to do it anyway. You see? And so for me, I'm not worried about a thing. If you gonna motherfucking do it, then shit, I ain't got a motherfucking thing to lose. Only thing I got to do is motherfucking make sure it don't happen. And the only way I'm gonna make sure I don't excuse you with you, because you have already decided to check the fuck out of fucking nature, of a natural life, is that I find a way to. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. To not allow things to bother me. I'm not fake, because I'm going to be who I'm going to be, but I do not want to intoxicate people or corrupt people, because I'm going to tell you something. I want to learn better words. It may take me a while to get there and explain it, but I want to be able to learn better words and describe things way better than what I know how to now. And I have to be able to grow the blood and the things to get in the capacity to open up. My storage ain't empty. But I'm going to tell you something. If I don't have enough cabinet space and all that, it's time for me to build a bigger house, not get a fucking lesser house. Then the motherfucker try to put me in the ground because there's no limit. I'm going to tell you something. That's not a place for me. A motherfucker sit there and try to bury me and found out that I'm Jasmine Renee Davis, a seed. Motherfuckers sit there and can't even replant some seeds from fruit that they buy. That's how motherfucking exclusive it is. So again, I'm out here. I live my life. I do the things that I have to do for myself, for my own life, and for my own way. And it is what it is. And I'm not going to sit here and attack someone and try to take from them because I can't get to what they're eating, what they have inside of them. So I don't want to divide. I don't see things. I don't see someone else's stuff and want that. And I know that's what somebody probably tried to say, but I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. I'm not going to sit up here and see something walk by me and then I go and I decide. I've been through some doors. But I know now that I'm not going to keep performing and I have to ask for permission. What is mine is mine. And I had this thing on my daughter that I mean, what is for me is for me. And I had said, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say what it said. And it did say that. And what the exact word said, what God has for me is for me. What God has for me is for me. What the fuck God has for me is for me. And today I tell you what God has for me is for me. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. And what God has for me is for me. And I ain't motherfucking scared. And I can talk to God without having to be a God or that God. But I'm going to tell you something. A motherfucker going to scare you and tell you that you can't be a God, that you got to be a man. So you can't be in touch with what the limited things in this motherfucking life. But I'm gonna tell you something. A motherfucker better understand something. While you keep agreeing to that shit, that's why they keep slaying you and slaying your kids and slaying your man and slaying your woman and slaying your mama, your daddy, and your fruits and your goddamn vegetables. And these motherfucking farmers sitting there and they broke. They trying to get popular and shit. They want to get off the field. They want to live that lavish life. Run for politics, motherfucker, and stop taking them motherfucking shortcuts and shit. And grow some real shit, because you fucking up too. The farmers out here taking motherfucking money from them and all kinds of shit. It's a problem. But I have to do my own work, and I'm gonna get there, and I'm gonna learn how to do this. And when I'm gonna be able to get in my tractor and ride. I'm going to be able to drive my car and go. I'm going to be able to run and things like that. Sitting up here right now, and I look forward to, and I have things that are heightened since I have 2 children of my own. That I just have one that I have, and I said, you know what, I'm not but you know what, there's still some stuff that if someone comes to me, I can still say, hey, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? But I cannot tell you what to do with your life. So it is what it is. And I'm not about to jeopardize my life. I don't have any family structure like that. I'm not friendly. I'm telling you, this is not a fucking game. But I'm not about to be responsible for a whole bunch of motherfuckers and generation. This shit is for real. There are some nuts ass cuckoo for motherfucking insane motherfuckers, people that literally are legally insane. And that is their fucking life. And those ones are protected by anything and everything. They get to do what the fuck they want to do because somebody somewhere has covered them in literacy and literature and documentation and books and evidence and motherfucking the truth and the motherfucking law. And you stand on that shit. And also, you know what? Fuck a freedom. I'm going to tell you right now, this is my life. You ain't going to tell me what I can or cannot the fuck have for me. Believe that. Because some people give you freedom and give you peace and lay you to rest. And you'll be waiting until archaeologists come and get you the fuck up. And then guess what? They don't have the proper thing that the people that's supposed to wake you up have. And then your ass be fucked up out here. They sit there and use you as pictures as a fucking dead body instead of someone that is resting. I don't get it. I cannot fuck with y'all. You're irresponsible. I don't care. It's nothing about it. I count the gold. I count the money. I count any motherfucking thing. Whatever it is. But whatever is what I want though. But I'm not going to sit here and be your dead body. I don't have to be. And I ain't. So I have to take care of myself. And living is my portion. And I don't care. I don't owe anybody anything. And you may say, well, you came from a piece of somebody's, it wasn't from no motherfucking two people that one bit of apple or whatever, because that's your interpretation of the motherfucking story. But believe that it's something else that I can tell you. But if you got time, because it might start getting unproductive and you might only have just a few minutes. So how about you carry your ass, use your few minutes, don't waste it with me and go on your motherfucking way. I'm out here. Because that's how I find it with these things. And I mean that. This is some real shit. I have to live my life according to who I am. It is motherfucking cold out here. For real. It is so cold. I promise. And I feel it in my fucking body. Through my bones. It ain't no motherfucking way. I'ma sit here and let somebody bully me out of my body. I work my body. I do this for my body. They ain't doing it for me. They ain't having it for me. I don't care if somebody came up to me and fed me a spoonful of food every time I needed to eat. They still cannot live my life for me. I make this choice for me. And if I still have to, that's why I say I want to do all my stuff on my own. I'm not doing it for nobody. That ain't a sign of wealth because somebody else is doing something for me. Shit. I'm literally out here in real time. Shit, fuck that. These motherfuckers living off of fucking wars and shit. No, motherfucker, but what about real? Come on now. You talk about some shit, you gonna whoop my ass cause what you find some ancestors did. But hold on now, motherfucker. You got your ancestors' ass whooping coming, nigga, and now you got your ass whooping coming. I'm not gonna give your kids your ass whooping, motherfucker. But if your kids want some, they can get it from you. And they can get it from you. You not gonna whoop my kids' ass, motherfucker. You gonna take this shit up with me. I'ma handle this now. This ain't gonna keep going on from motherfucking generation to generation and generation. So you motherfuckers, weak ass motherfuckers, can keep getting strong sitting on your ass and you get one fight and you boost your motherfucking self-esteem off of whooping my one ass and you weak in a motherfucker and then you wasting away because you turn into a motherfucking silly putty, nigga. I'm not putting up with it. I don't care how much trash bag a motherfucker say that it is to call somebody a nigga. You mind your fucking business. Straight up. Because I know what the fuck I mean. And there's some nasty shit. And yes, it is. I promise you. I'm going to handle this shit now. This shit been going on. This is my fight. It's been going on too motherfucking long. What is the fucking problem? It's a problem. And it is. Yes, it is. Yes, the fuck it is. It is. I got this. Fuck this. Motherfuckers sit there and been doing this shit for too motherfucking long. From generation to motherfucking generation. The same ass shit. And then you got they're starting to wake up now. Politicians, these motherfuckers out here warning each other. They're waking up. They're literally in the fucking United States. I'm not bullshitting. I heard this motherfucker say it. He told them. I commented on the motherfucking video. They're waking up now. They're not taking the lies and the deception anymore. How could anybody? You taking the motherfucking grandparents' house. Ain't no motherfucking Sunday dinners. Can't nobody get ready for the week ahead off of the fucking food. You got children in sweatshops working every motherfucking day and you talking about they starving because their parents don't work and the public aid being that money, their parents work. And you need to stop telling them children that their parents don't work because they ain't in somebody else's motherfucking building that their parents didn't work to pay for. Them teachers are learning and the children are teaching. Believe that. They're motherfucking keeping up with the cultural diversity and it's not motherfucking fair. You get yours when the fuck you can around here. You gotta be a specific age. It's a reverse motherfucking thing. And I don't need to shake any hands. Straight up. These motherfucking children should get paid. They go to work every day. Whoever's name is on the building, you need to come with a motherfucking paycheck. Instead, they get paid off of people. And those people are deceived as if they have to go there. That is not only a sweatshop, that is enslavement. What are they learning? It is constant. And then these motherfuckers sit there and talk about desegregation and all this different stuff. No, it's a bit, I said, this shit makes sense. They asking for relief and they still kept the bondage. They talking about desegregation, but they still stay property. Watch the words. You let these motherfucking niggas, people, whoever, salesmen come around and sell you something and give you hope. False hope, though. And then what do you get in return? You get in more trouble and you put your life in somebody's hand. And you're out there literally an empty vessel roaming around while they saving souls. And when they work on one project, then they get all the money out of that. Then they get the money out of that. No, I want in on this. I want in on my life. I want in on my life. And I want to continue to be, I don't have to want, I don't have to need. It is mine. And it is what it is. Straight up. It's 7-Eleven. So, shit. Man. Oh, goodness, please. It's cold outside. And it does take all that. I have something that I'm doing in my life. And I'm not going to keep allowing you all to put these long track records and jackets and all these backgrounds and shit on me so that I cannot handle my stuff. It starts with me. It continues with me. And it's going to discontinue with me. And it's going to motherfucker stop with me. And then also, I'm going to put in this motherfucking work. And I'm going to live my life. Oh, you better believe it. I do not care. I have to figure it out without the drugs, without the mess. This shit been going on too long. I believe in me. I count on me. I have lost a lot. A lot has been taken. And I have given so much away. Intentionally and unintentionally. I want the color in my body to continue and to grow. I want to get darker. I want to get better. I can grow. A lot of people come up to me and they got all this extra shit. They wear gauns. They wear glasses. They wear makeup. They wear asses. They wear weave. They wear all this shit and tell me that I'm not good enough. And they fight me. For what? That you driving a car with motherfucking heat. Shut the fuck up. You in a house with fucking heat. You got running water, a toilet where a bitch ain't gonna come until you got 2 minutes with blood coming out your ass to leave out of a public gas station that you done spent your money at. Unless you gonna go to jail. Who does that? Because they say you look dirty, too dirty. But them bitches come up to me. Don't worry about it. I'm not your size. Them motherfuckers, all them bitches who claim they were my friend, they could never fit in my shoes. Never. And the only reason why I probably could wear the same tank top, shirt, because motherfuckers was eating that same nasty ass motherfucking food out there in them streets. Nah. And my daddy was taking them out to eat with me sometimes. Motherfuckers was not stingy. I ain't got enough. I ain't got a lot to give. Now I don't. And if your daddy want to give you something, your daddy want to give you something. I'm not your man. Believe that. So I'm out here. And I'm not the author of confusion. These motherfuckers sit there and they run their race and they do all the things that they want to do and they continue to keep on keeping on. I don't appreciate it. This is a real life thing. And I mean it. So I'm going to take care of myself, see what I can do. Hope I don't have to beg too hard today. God damn. Tell you, it changes me. It changes me for a little bit. Say, oh my goodness, okay, I'm here. This is all the time, all of me, but it grows me up too fast. And then I have to sit there and say, damn, okay, I gotta count my ways. I gotta do my shit. So I appreciate technology. And I appreciate technology. And while motherfuckers sit out here and they and wow, they make it seem like black people don't know motherfuckers. Black people are winning in technology too. Black people winning in physical fitness too. Okay, don't act like you don't know, please. But you sit up there and you make it seem, and then these motherfuckers, they be crying, they want a black, they want somebody black for their gift. They want to come around shopping around here. Them motherfuckers got so mad at me, I wouldn't be their friend. Called the police on me. Them bitches, I had to be. Something must have been wrong with me. I must have been a criminal. I didn't want to go with it. Bitch, you don't qualify. I just don't want you. You don't have anything that I want. Bitch, I had them motherfucking dolls where you pulled it. Oh, I had some shit. My motherfucking people ain't have to wait for toys for toys. I'm throwing shade on you motherfucking whack ass motherfuckers out here because I'm going to tell you everything that I am not. I promise you. Motherfuckers sit up there, I took somebody else to the Salvation Army, I'm going to run a train on this shit. They going to say, no, I want her name on here. Not yours, hers. That motherfucker was so thirsty to dig his claws in the fuck to me and that raggedy ass shit and going to say, oh, y'all, you only get one loaf of bread? This thin ass motherfucking bread, and you talking about this for a household of 5 or 4, one loaf of bread every week? No, bitch, you running numbers, and you want that motherfucking shit to come back so it can feed. Them motherfuckers say, how many loaves of bread fed the multitude? Read that shit, hell motherfucking, and then once they include who in the fucking equation. Yeah, you gonna get a little bit. But them motherfuckers that sit there and let me get one loaf of bread and charge me, they didn't motherfucking sit there and gave me one loaf of bread, right? But they didn't build somebody for the motherfucking stove. The motherfucking, hold on, the land for the chickens to hatch. The cow, they didn't bought the cow. Yes, they did. Yes, the fuck they did. They didn't bought the house to put the stove. I mean, they sit there and then build. I didn't pay for everything. And what they said, guess what they got? Guess their excuse. It was the labor. They got all that for the labor. You know why? Because I could have made my own motherfucking bread and figured out where to go to. Them motherfuckers not the head of my life. I don't give them no motherfucking honor. They are not me. They don't inspire me. They don't do shit for me. Nothing. I promise you. Them motherfuckers will sit there and work the fuck out of somebody. Lashes on the back, lashes on the wrist, all kinds of shit. They be all bruised and fucked up in every motherfucking thing. And I went to the emergency room second time for a fucked up lip. And I seen my shit heal. Instead of them saying, oh, that can heal. That bitch fucked up my lip. And made it permanently like this. I'm glad I didn't get a fucking cleft lip. But it is what it is. This is my mouth. But do I have any pictures to prove? Because these motherfuckers sit there, they want to put their signature on it. But they signed up some shit wrong, and I ain't gonna tell you how bad you're doing it. I'm laughing my ass off. I used to be so, I'm laughing my butt off. Oh, it's always something. Hell no, I'm not a snack. I'm not a guardian. I'm not any of that. I want what's mine. I want what's mine. And I'm living my life. And it is cold outside today. And I am so appreciative to know. And anyway, so yeah, the black people doing their thing with technology and transportation and physical fitness. They don't want to tell that. I'll put these gloves on. But it is. And just maybe not around here. Because they got a lot of motherfuckers strung out, or they send them to private school, or they send them away for college, or they in jail, or they kill them, maybe. Or they don't document them. I've already talked about this shit. These motherfuckers ran out of the fucking emergency room one too many times for me. What you hurrying up and rushing out for? With something that came out of my body that you did not show me and I could not record. I'm supposed to have my placenta. I'm supposed to have my umbilical cord. But it is what it is, you know, and I have to be careful what I sign up for, but I did not tell them that I have to be blind. People are wearing the magnifying glasses and that is extra. A lot of people, that's a competition. Now people just wear it. No, I want to see what I have. I don't carry any weapons. These motherfuckers come and they're no match for me. And I'm strong and I have vitality and I have all these things and they constantly fight me. And I have weakness. And that's the thing. I literally for days, I was just lying around trying to gain my strength and trying to see what I can do for and I can do that. And all they have is they want to be big and bad while they handcuff me and they come and they don't know the law. Oh, okay. I got to literally pay for your motherfucking scholarship to learn, bitch. You about to ticket me and no, I don't got no motherfucking money. Just because you embarrassed that you about to get probably in trouble. So instead of you getting suspended for a few days for not knowing the law and they coming up to me without permission. Now you didn't ticket me, so now you got your commission, so you back on. That's how they do it. But you motherfuckers better start calling me before you motherfucking come. See, the thing is, those police officers coming up to me, when they know somebody called them and they know it's not a motherfucking crime and they still come to me, they are harassing me. When they know, because they know I'm going to get upset. So what their goal is to probably do is to harass me and entice me and entrap me into some kind of crime. Like they want to find if I'm doing something. Entrapment. Disorderly conduct. Resisting arrest. Failure to properly identify self. Bitch, please. There is no way that you gonna sit up here and make it seem like you don't know what the fuck time it is. And your rotten ass don't even motherfucking know. And these motherfuckers getting spoiled the fuck rotten out here. They did not pay my way. And I'm going to tell you something. I got a news flash for you. I ain't get on that motherfucking public aid shit until after I was motherfucking 18. So this is my problem. Motherfuckers you got to say, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm going to live my life and I'm going to be happy for who I am. And that's it. And there's nothing that you can do about me. All you can do is try to figure out what you're going to do to focus your life on mine and get mad because you don't get mad. But I'm going to tell you something. There are colleges and places with great motherfucking books, man. And you did not get that opportunity and you are not going to use me as your unearned income. As all these things, they say on child support, if somebody's getting child support, they can't get a tax credit. It is what it is. I'd rather fucking work. And until I can get there, I'm not a prostitute, but I'm going to live my motherfucking life. Okay? So I'm out here and I'm going to continue to be independent. Don't nobody own me. I own me. And these motherfuckers can't possibly. Because I show how I am all the time. These motherfuckers see all I got. Ain't no, they used to prevent people from, on Black Friday, they say, oh, that woman still can bear babies. You ain't getting her for no little bit of money. But take that little raggedy bitch over there. And that's what they make it seem like, I'm the little raggedy bitch over there. They try to sell me for a motherfucking penny until they figure out that copper is what's up. So, I'm not for sale. And I can go on some dates if I motherfucking want to. But I want to drive my own shit. Motherfucker ain't pulling up with no goddamn fleet of goddamn cars. And this ain't Bass. But I am Jasmine Renee Davis. And it is what it is. I don't have to go through all kind of dumbass shit. Cinderella. You saying a little princess. All this different shit, man. My mother is alive. I am Jasmine Renee Davis. And this is what people are going to have to realize. I have a black mother. I have a mother. She don't have to be black. I don't give a fuck if she black or not. I'm black. But it ain't about my mother. This is my problem. And I'm going to handle it. And it's going to be handled. I don't have a mailing address anymore. I have an email motherfucking address. And it is what it is. So, I'm out here. And I'm going to live my life. And it is fucking cold outside. Where my hands, these motherfuckers, look at these gloves. But look, it's covering, you know what I'm saying? My sleeves can cover the rest of this shit. Ain't no motherfucking excuse. Can't nobody say shit about me. I already made it through a winter outside. You ain't dying, you ain't gonna say no shit. And the motherfucking jails be cold. That's a memory. And it ain't because of that, because I was in the real motherfucking cold. But goddamn it, I made it through the cold ass shit in jail. And then there's a hot ass motherfucking jail. So I said, damn, these motherfuckers got luxury motherfucking jail cells around this bitch. Thank you. Please. And I appreciate those motherfucking books. I appreciate life, but I have to have some more. I want some books to read. I want to sit here. I like reading now. I want some books. I don't even have money to buy books, and I don't have anywhere to store my books and build my library. So I am in a very complicated situation right now. And I have to choose books or not. I don't always want. Then I read my books. I need my phone for other things. I'm a make it. But I like the actual books, the paper books. And it's fucked up because where they come from, the trees, fuck it. Give me some plastic books. Fuck you, man. So, I read motherfucking Braille. Give me my scrolls. Give me my motherfucking plaques. Give me my motherfucking, the real shit. I want my real stuff. Because it wasn't harmful to anything or anybody. I'm out here. I'm come on some other time though with a live video. Oh yeah, when I am here and shouting and singing, I am coming alive. And why you singing through your nose, bitch? You about 6 and 10 years older than me, motherfucker, growing up. Always, motherfuckers here. Eat my Eat my your hair gonna grow, Jasmine. If you eat the outside this bread here, they pushing all they motherfucking bread, the part of the bread that they ain't want to eat that they supposed to eat. Give it to me, motherfuck you. I had this game. It's a hungry hippo. I mean, we had all kinds of operation. We had all kind of motherfucking games. All that shit was in the basement. It got gone, and I didn't know any motherfucking better. Listen, well, motherfucking learn. But guess what? I was there. But I was there. And I am here now. I'm not drunk. I am here. I am Jasmine Renee Davis. And
I want to live my life and grow my body, and I can prove this thing. This is baby, and it's infantries and all these different things. Motherfuckers cannot begin to see what life has, and people start off their children young ages physically fit and active, and they wonder how can they do these cartwheels and all these somersaults, and they're so young in their size and their frame because they're growing their life. It's just it's super, I suppose, but it's natural. And a lot of people say, this is your culture. You sit down, you don't participate in gym, you don't see that around. I had no idea how active my dad and I grew up around a whole bunch of homeowners that had all their money and they retired and they did their motherfucking thing. And I thank you for it. But this is my time now. And I don't regret it and I don't hate it. And I show nothing but appreciation for my life. So, but I don't fuck with motherfuckers, so. Now I I don't care too. So that's another thing. And I can't say that my dad would be proud. One thing I can't stand, and it makes I say I don't even. What would you do? What would you believe that? Them people I instantly say they fake as a motherfucker. Them some motherfucking fake ass identity thieves. I know they are. I don't trust them. What would you do if somebody dead? What would somebody dead come back and they say this to people? What would they say to you now? What the oh, you can't be serious. So they probably trying to trap you to say that you the identity you mentally ill. Watch it. They trying to come for your ass. You know what I'm saying? So I have to grow through that because that was a culture thing. That's what people learn. They come up with, oh, yeah, I love you, or, I couldn't stop thinking about you and all that. How the fuck can you say? So you tell me you ain't thought about shit else but me? Or I always thought about you. I understand where you coming from. But can you now, I'm allowing you to have this information that I have learned for myself. It's not mine. But I want to tell you something. I got mine. I got my way of saying things. But when it comes to me, I know that that's what you were taught. But them motherfuckers was telling it wrong. And a lot of them were teaching reverse psychology, dark psychology, and all this dumbass shit to call. It's just like, if somebody say they don't want to be a fool, I ain't a fool. Yeah, because now you didn't told them that you don't want education. And they say it, all these black people are saying they ain't a fool. Oh, you a fool. Oh, you out here acting like a fool. Stop acting like a fool. Oh, you's a fool. No, don't call me a fool. They believe if they even call somebody else, they believe that if they call somebody else a fool, they're going to get in trouble. I believe that shit because that was a fucking told to me. I didn't read that. And I mean, I'm telling you, all my shit, this is real time. So I don't give a fuck. I'm not about to sit up here in your office and do this and then you call the police because you can't handle it because you ain't there because your ass probably dick ain't got hard in so long nowadays and then you don't know what to do because you scared you're going to have to report it to your human resources. Bitches going all get kind of shit and you mad because it ain't come from you, from what you cooked this morning. Your ex just wasn't getting it for you. But my story is all this dumbass shit. No, I'm going to live my own life and I don't want you to be a part of it because now you're going to say that you were a part of my awakening and then you want to be in control and you're not. I mean, that's some silly shit and it's some sick shit and I'm not sick. But a fool, from what I read, and I'm going to keep reading, some people interpret a fool as an intelligent one. And it's from where you're looking. And how you feeling and what you knowing. And so when somebody says that, they're supposed to give you everything that you desire, what you want. But everybody ain't gonna get everything that they desire, especially not in specific ways. And so there's a change effective immediately. But and it is what it is. It don't have to be. It just don't have to access granted, access denied. It is what it is.
But they say they don't want the information. They don't want the books. They don't want this. They say they don't want it. We don't know what to do with these people. This is why they say these people are this and that and the other. No, you know what? You hide all this stuff. You have all this information. Well, where is it? Okay, and so I want to go on my way right now, and I cannot seem to turn this thing loose. It's my life. Every day, every day, every day, every day. This is real. I'm so happy. I promise you, if I ever get in a classroom and I have to have something, it gotta be, I cannot fuck with these. I mean, it's some people that's fucking 13 years old that I could talk to and have an enlightened motherfucking more bright conversation than I can with some people probably 100. That is nothing to me. But just a number. I'm telling you, I know, I prove it. I'm living this life. This is my own life. And there's some roads that I have traveled that I probably could never see again, but I'm happy to have seen it before. And that's all that I could possibly say about that. But as far as me, the things that are happening try to silence me and change me, you know, you all have an undeniable faith and you have an unshakable task in your life, and I get that. But something had to make you find your attraction toward me. And some of it is unprofessional and it's inappropriate. And most of it is for them. But there is some beautiful people and some wonderful things that I can't help but see. And it is undeniable. But none of it is going to take the place of who I am or what I have for my own life and the things that I have for myself. So with that being said, I am here though. I'm living my life and I know that my phone is probably tapped. And it is what it is, but I am living my own life. And you know what? In my real universe, in my real life, who gives a fuck about my phone being tapped? I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do because I can. And and them motherfuckers ain't the one to stop me. And so if you come up to me, you better, and that's why I said, you better call. And that's why they want motherfuckers' name constantly. They want signs, this paper here. Oh, just sign this here to get your property. Sign this to get your... I'm not signing shit. I'm not signing the fuck that for what? This is my shit. This is all mine. I'm not agreeing to that. And I don't have to cooperate. I don't have to do a motherfucking thing. Because first of all, there's a way that you do shit. I don't care how much you bully and how much you have changed it and how much your internal affairs believe that it has to be like this. And how much nobody is ever going to find out. But there is somebody. And I don't know much about Santa Claus, but he is coming to town. And I don't know much about your risen Savior, but he did come again. And I don't know much about you, and you don't know much about me, but I am here today. And I can tell you that some people say what is done in the dark shall come to the light, because that's a growing thing. That is a lively thing. That is, I speak life. So no dead issue is going to come my motherfucking way. No matter what, I am about life. And if a motherfucker steps up to Jasmine Renee Davis, you know that you coming trying to get something out of me, because you not about to fuck with me on some dead motherfucking shit. It's not, you not gonna fuck with me if you not getting something out of it. And motherfuckers gonna know the truth about whatever, and I stand on that. Whatever it is, you gonna know. And so I ask you, don't let tomorrow be too late. I'm out here. I'm living my life. Ain't no tomorrow. Ain't no none of that shit, really. But it is. And it is what it is. I don't like to stop my videos on the note of anybody else, But I have provided myself heat, sustainability, and warmth today, and I feel cold, and there's an interest here. But this is where I am. And I don't know how long this will be. But I have to fight. And I have to get my motherfucking money. And I ain't gonna be out here killing nobody to get it. I don't have a weapon, but I'm coming. And when I come, I just want to be as pretty as I possibly can be. And I'm not casket sharp. But I'm living my life. And I expect to be able to use my own ink pen and do the things that I want to do for my own life. Motherfuckers be having trick ink and everything. And plus, I don't need shit. I don't want your disability. I'm living. And I'll come on some other time. Of course. That's actually not. Man, please. I'm out here. I just be who I am to myself. I'm living and I'm alive and it's real. It is what it is. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. So I put my name on my stuff. I say, you know why? It is what it is. I see me. I'm Jasmine Renee. I see who. Me ain't no motherfucker that came from somewhere else. Motherfucker say, what you want, baby? You want everybody to call themselves? You want everything to belong with you? How about me? How about sell the motherfuckers that mean them and it don't? No. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I promise you. That's how motherfucking beauty work. I can give myself the stars. I can give myself whatever I please. But I don't want you. I want me. I want myself. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.